Hello ducklings, my name is Sanniz and it's time for a little do-it-yourself project again for the home, little Goth do-it-yourself. But first we take the intro and see you soon. Hello ducklings, my name is Sanniz, I'm an Eldergoth from Sweden and it's time for a do-it-yourself project for home, the Goth home. And we're gonna continue with the project I did before with my candelabra, or how you pronounce it. I put it on the picture so you can see it. And we're gonna do a little more because I still look a little naked and I'm thinking what should I do more to get a little more out and still a little more goth, metal and that type of things. So I decided to do candle rings you call it, but this is just for electric lights. I shouldn't recommend to use them for ordinary lights because they can start a fire if the candle bursts out too much. If you don't have those security things that we used to have when I was younger. But I don't know, I haven't seen those things anymore, and I don't see directly any candle rings either. But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a picture, but I'm not gonna bore you more, so let's go to do it yourself. See you soon. So ducklings, this is the thing we're gonna do for the candelabra. I think you pronounce it that way. And you're gonna need some things, and what you need is, in my case I used this harder paper. It's enough with one A4 sheet, and it's that type you use for photo albums normally that I like to use. I already cut it and it's 5 centimeters. You can choose whatever measurement you want, but I choose this one. I also have those sheets with small straws or whatever you call it. It looks a little fancy, shiny, and that type of things that you just stick on, and you buy them as whole sheets too. Of course you're gonna need a scissor, you're gonna need a plier, you're gonna need tape and glue. Of course lots of glue sticking prepared because you need a glue gun too. And I choose to use this crystal I have left from when I made other decorations on the candelabra, and I use the skeleton hands, and I have 10 of those foam black roses that I bought from Timo. So shall we start? Don't forget to put on your glue gun first, it goes hot, and be careful because you can get burn wounds very easily. But now let's do some do-it-yourself. Like I said, you want it to look like this, and I'm gonna keep this for a while. I have this big sheet. You don't have to mind that much about this thing. You can cut off this ugly part first. So I have already decided after testing on my candelabra how big I want to have. You need to have a candelabra for this is only for electric lights too, I need to say, because I can create fires with real lights. But you need to have this platform where they hold the candles, in my case the electric candles. And now we're gonna do like a measurement. It don't have to be perfect, but you just see that you have something similar, and I think this size is okay. So now I'm gonna use some tape for it. You can glue it too, and you can use other stuff too, but I decided to use this because nothing gonna be visible anyway. And I secure it from both sides. And like I said, it don't have to be perfect. If you want, you can also put some tape on the other bit a little later when it's longer. just to keep a little more. And if it's not perfect rounded, it doesn't matter. So now we don't need this one anymore. And what I'm gonna do next, try to make it a little more roundish. It will be easier then. Then you take this one, and I have already decided from the sheet how wide I want it. I want to have it 7 that way. And yeah, you just start to pull it up. You can use other stuff. This is just an inspiration type of things. And I place it close to the edge and try to keep myself as straight as possible and go slowly around it. It doesn't matter if it's jumping a little bit, but you don't have to rush it. And it can be a little, sometimes when the things don't want to go exactly, because it's not sure your edge is 100% that, and it's still around things too. We might have to cut a little off there, it doesn't matter. But I try to get it up as close as possible, because else it's gonna be a little harder in the, when you reach to the end. And of course I didn't cut it in a perfect length here, so I'm gonna see what I need, and I know I need to cut it before that one. So I go in and do a cut in between. So now I know the length, so I don't need that part either anymore. And I continue to go around, and if it goes a little bit apart, it doesn't matter that much, because it's black and you're not gonna see it. You put that bit in too. If you're perfect with things, that's up to you. I'm not that 100% perfect with things, so I don't care that much. It's not ruined for me. So you got something like this. And now is the fun bit. Now we move those so we don't destroy them. And like I said, remember to put this one, and you might have this ready too. I'm gonna take one just in case, because it goes more glue than you think. So we're gonna see if, and there I dropped it, so wait a little. Always have one in spare ready, because it goes more than you think. So we're gonna see if it wants to be, and for this I'm gonna use around 10. It can be 11, but in most cases I have used 10. And you put on a bit of glue. It doesn't matter if it goes strings right now, because you can always take them off when it cools down. Be careful because it's hot. And you do this with the glue. Put enough glue, take a new rose, press it down for a little while, and we continue all the way around. And it could be a nice thing to do if you have kids too, but like I said, it's hot, so take that in thing too, so you don't burn yourself, because it can be, depending on what type of glue and what type of hot gun you have too. There are some different temperature there. I don't know which one I have, but it can go very hot still, so it's not like I recommend you to put your fingers in it if it's not necessary. But like I said, don't worry about glue strings. You see it's lots coming, because you just take them off later, so don't care that much about them. So you continue, add more roses to get this fancy look. Let's see, we'll put away a little bit from that rose, because something was not 100% on that one, so I took that off. And yeah, it's a very easy way to actually put things on. And it has that little type of look that I like. I do love black roses, so for me this is perfect. And like I say, you can take away the strings after. Now we start getting there. There's not much left now. And I press them a little bit. I'm gonna go over and press a little more when I have done the whole set. And for my candle I needed 6. So I have already done 5 of them, so this is the last one I'm making. So yeah, and here I have to squeeze it in a little bit. But now I go over and press them a little more. In most cases they're already cooled down and are in place, but I do this. You can feel it on the inside because I press with my fingers on the inside. I can feel the heat. And like I see, it's a lot of those threads. Just pull them off. Nothing that hard. It's little like spider webs type of things, so, but it's nothing you can get away from. So now the result is something like this. And now we have to go for the next detail, and it's that I want to add this skeleton hand. And I'm gonna add it on one of the roses, but what I want to know that is where is the middle part. I don't want to have that because I want to have it in another direction. So I'm gonna pick some of the roses that is on this side and add some glue here. And then here you need to be more careful because the glue is gonna come up, so I press on both sides around the glue, not where exactly the glue holds for a little while. This is stuck and cools down, and when it's done I can take away that spider type of things. So now it looks something like this, and now we only have one more thing to do, and that is adding this little fellow that I used. I took that from when I did the candelabra, but I took off some pieces because it's not the whole length on it. But I need to bend it on the top, but I don't bend it all the way. I just do like a U-turn or what you should call it. And do it like this. And then I can hang it, and then I'm gonna add it in place to see if I did it. No, I didn't do it too tight. And then I'm just gonna put it together so it's not gonna fall off later. It can be a little tricky to get it. You can use another type of plier for this too, so it's easier. But just enough so it can't go off. So actually this was how long time it did take to make it. And you can press the other one a little closer too, so it's not gonna fall from that part. And I'm gonna put everything in place, and we're gonna see how it looks like when it's in place. So see you soon. So this is the results of everything. Unfortunately, one of the electric lights don't work, but I'm gonna take a little closer. But this is how everything looks like right now. And I think it looks great. I'm gonna take a little closer, so wait a little. So this is how it looks like. And yeah, it's a great way to actually do something simple. It's not cost that much, and you can do it in your own way. And this was just a little inspiration. And if you like this type of videos and other type of things too, new to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell at the same time so you don't miss anything. All darklings and returners, thank you for your support. It means a lot for me. You are the best. And give me likes and comments, but don't be rude. Else, stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.